It's your boy Baba J, and I am not back. I'm here with my first ever episode of a brand new show that I'm bringing to you guys on my YouTube channel. Hopefully, this is a show that I'm going to be running multiple times a week. Eventually, I'm going to get to some sort of consistent timing. Hopefully, we can make it a daily show. But yes, guys, welcome to the first episode of the Loud Retweet Show. And yeah, essentially, this is a show where I'm going to be scouring the internet looking for some of the funniest, some of the most controversial, some of the stupidest tweets that you can find on the internet. And I'm just going to be reacting to them with you live here on this show. So this is obviously a reaction off of the back of Arsenal versus Bournemouth, where we managed to win 3-2. It's a bit nervy in the end, but got the 3 points, and that's all that matters. So yeah, man, let's get straight into it. Yeah, so CFC DeCasio has tweeted Rice brace while Caicedo ducks another game week. Hey, listen, man, it wasn't me. It was not me that started the Rice versus Caicedo debate. I don't know who started that debate. When you really think about it, it's quite silly because they both play different positions. Fair enough. You know, a midfielder's a midfielder, but honestly, I think this comparison thing is killing the game, if I'm being honest. But I do find it funny because a lot of people put their heart and soul into trying to bash Declan Rice. And I don't like it. And they use Caicedo as a stick to beat Rice with. But funnily enough, since that game, Arsenal versus Chelsea, where it was meant to be the clash of the Titans, Caicedo got sent off. And since then, it's not been looking good, bruv. It has not been looking good. He's meant to be playing today against Man City, doing the job for my club. But yet again, the man is going to be missing because he picked up another yellow card the other day. And it's dark. Bear in mind, this is coming from a Chelsea fan. So yeah, it's frustration, man. Frustration. But ultimately, I love this tweet, and that is
Loud retweet, fam.
sticking with the subject matter of Declan Rice. I saw this tweet from Squawker, and it's basically just showing Rice's heat map for the game. And you can see here, like, he had the most touches in the game, most duels won, most possessions won, most final third entries, most tackles, most interceptions, and joint most aerial duels won. And on top of that, the brother scored 2 goals. That is one hell of a performance, man. And bearing in mind, a lot of us didn't think Rice was even going to make it for this game. He obviously had that knee injury that kept him out midweek against Aston Villa. So a lot of us were like, oh, is he going to make it? Boy, did he make it? Did he make it? And boy, did he show up and show out. Hell of a performance, man. Hell of a performance. That's one of them performances where you look back at the end of the season, if Arsenal do go on to win the league, and you have to put him in the running for that PFA Player of the Year, man. His performances like that. And to see him go over to the camera and give it a little kiss, just like the Steven Gerrard moment all those years ago. It's very symbolic, man. And he is growing as a player in an Arsenal shirt. And it's just beautiful to see, man. Shout out Declan Rice. This one here is
Loud retweet, fam.
Next tweet is from Paddy Arsenal. And yeah, he's just reacting basically to a clip from the fan debate with Paul Scholes, Jamie Carragher, and just laughing at the fact that Scholes really said Tonali was better than Rice. And then Paddy's just highlighting that there's some pretty bad pundits in this country. None of them come close to Scholes. And it's sad, man, because Scholes, one thing you can't say about him is that he was a bad player. That guy was a hell of a midfielder. And if anybody's going to make a comment on what makes a good midfielder, it has to be him. And Tonali is a fantastic midfielder. I love Tonali as a player. I would have him at Arsenal any day. But would he be starting in the Arsenal squad ahead of Declan Rice? No way. No way. You know, Declan Rice, majestic player, majestic player. And I think as the game weeks go by, we're just starting to see how stupid of a take this was from Paul Scholes. And I don't think I'm not, going to make any comments on his ball knowledge, but I think agendas definitely come into play when certain people are analyzing Arsenal because Paul Scholes, we know we went to war. We went to war for many years in the early 2000s. And I just think this guy can't get those moments out of his head. It's not really allowing him to see the greatness that is Declan Rice. But Paddy, I agree with this tweet. That one there is
Loud retweet, fam.
again sticking on the subject matter of Declan Rice. Just going into a few more of the stats from who scored. So Declan Rice, man of the match performance versus Bournemouth, 2 goals, 2 shots. That's crazy. Bro had 2 shots in the game and both of them were on target. Both of them were goals. That is what you call efficiency. But he also won 3 tackles, made 3 clearances, had an 85% passing accuracy during the game, and who scored have given him a match rating of 8.45. And yeah, of course, it was his first ever Premier League brace for the Arsenal. And like I said, hell of a performance from Declan Rice, man. He is just becoming better and better each game week. So I can't continue singing this man's praises enough. But that one there is
Loud retweet, fam.
yes, it is. This tweet here cracked me up. Leo da Silva, Declan Rice, and Gabriel going band for PFA Player of the Year. Hey, can we get a round of applause for that one there? Round of applause. Listen, we haven't won the league yet. We have not won the league yet, guys. But just judging off our performances so far, Gabriel and Declan Rice have been our best players this season. You could talk about how good Saliba's been. You could talk about how good Leandro Trossard's been. Martin Odegaard is getting into some good form right now. But right now, these 2 players are 100% going band for PFA Player of the Year. So that one there,
Loud retweet, fam.
yes, sir. And moving on to Big Gabby, who scored again, have said that Gabriel Magalhaes has more goal involvements, 5, than the likes of Mateus Cunha, Cole Palmer, and Florian Wirtz in the Premier League this season. That is bad reading, man. Bad reading if you're a Man United, Chelsea, or Liverpool fan. And I don't know what to say about that. Obviously, there's a few Arsenal players that might have less goal involvements than Gabriel, and that's not to clown or to shit on anybody, but respectfully, this guy has been phenomenal both defensively and in an attacking sense this season. He's just come back from injury. In his first game back, scores an important goal against Aston Villa. And in his second game, granted, he made the mistake. We were all upset at the time. But one thing I said is that Gabriel, when he makes a mistake, he often makes up for it within the very same game. And that's exactly what he did. And everyone thought, if he's going to score a goal, he's going to score it with his head. But no, the guy literally half volley on his left foot, rifled it into the net. And I almost fell off my chair. That's how happy I was, man. But yeah, this guy has been mega for Arsenal so far this season. Who scored that one there?
Loud retweet, fam.
All right, next tweet from Guna Talk. Pedro Neto has scored 20 goals in 7 seasons as a Premier League player. He's a winger. Gabriel Magalhaes has scored 20 goals in 6 seasons as a Premier League player. He is a centre-back. Guys, I don't lie, that's dark. Hey, that is dark. And you know what's even more funny about this? When we signed Noni Madueke, I was telling Chelsea fans that we signed your best winger. And they were telling me, oh no, he's not our best winger. We've got Pedro Neto. Pedro, are you guys mad? Pedro Neto is your best player. Whoever said that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because how is my centre back outscoring your best winger? And then in the summer, you went to go and sign Garnacho and Gittins. Get the hell out of here, man. This one here,
Loud retweet, fam.
listen, man. Listen. Martin Odegaard, since he has come back from his injury, has been imperious. And TNT Sports have tweeted out, Martin Odegaard has had a goal involvement in each of his last 3 appearances. He gets an assist today for Declan Rice's goal against Bournemouth. And of course, wait, hold on. You say in his last 3 appearances, Aston Villa, did he score against Aston Villa? No. But he got that wonderful assist, phenomenal assist for Zubamendi's goal. And then of course he scored in the game before that. And yeah, man, I won't lie. Last season, I was criticizing Martin Odegaard a lot. And it's not because I don't rate him as a player. If anything, it's because of how much I do rate him as a player and the fact that he is the Arsenal captain. So he has risen my expectations of him so high. And in a season where we were meant to be going for the league, to see my captain go through the injuries that he went through last year was obviously tough. And he wasn't really able to find form even when he did come back. So to see him back now, new haircut, new look, just looking sharp, man. This is the Martin Odegaard that we saw in that, was it 23-24 season? And he looks like he's back to his best, man. So we got to give a round of applause to the boy, Martin Odegaard. Listen, you're proving all your doubters wrong right now, and long may it continue. So this one right here.
Loud retweet, fam.
Yes, sir. Listen, Antoine Semenyo, we all know that he's pretty much 99% on his way to Man City. So, as a player that I really wanted in the summer, and I just rate him overall. I think he's great. Um, that one there is pretty disappointing. It's pretty disappointing. But AFC Rye has said kept him at Bournemouth to face Arsenal. And there were people trying to put that one out there still, trying to say that Man City were doing a bit of 4D chess by allowing him to stay for another game so that he could hopefully do some damage to Arsenal, which I think is absolute doo-doo garbage. Like, as clever as the people at Man City are, I just don't think that's realistic, because would you not rather have him in your team to play against Chelsea and maybe help you get those points rather than hoping that he'll help Bournemouth beat Arsenal? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. And to be honest, Semenyo, he didn't really play well yesterday. Like, he had a few moments where he held the ball well, helped his team tracking back. But, on the first goal, the way Noni just beat him was just way too easy. Way too easy. Literally just glided past him. And other than that, the only times I really saw him was when he was taking long throw-ins, respectfully. So it wasn't a stinker of a performance, but definitely wasn't no 4D chess, boy. Definitely wasn't no 4D chess. So with respects to Rai AFC, that one there.
Loud retweet, fam.
Yes, sir. Hey, but listen, like I said, I am not a Semenyo hater. I can never be a Semenyo hater. Any player that is that strong, fast, and effective, I can never hate on you. And not only that, he's a born-again Christian. And look, Sky Sports even tweeted this out. Antoine Semenyo's pastor, who baptized him on New Year's Day, giving Bournemouth star man some words of advice before kicking off against Arsenal. And we love to see that, man. We're seeing a lot more players being loud and proud about their faith in the Premier League. And I think it's a good thing, honestly. Like, when you're such a star, you have so many people that are looking up to you. And I just think, hopefully, gone are the days where we see people glamorizing debauchery. I'd much rather see people glamorizing something that's a lot more grounded, their faith, whatever religion you are. So to see Semenyo get baptized on New Year's Day, and then to see his pastor here with him again, like, that actually is a beautiful thing to see. So that one there,
Loud retweet, fam.
yes, sir. Now this one is not to do with the Arsenal game, but listen, man, these Villa fans, hey, they've been coming out the woodworks lately, boy. I don't know what's going on there. I thought my beef was with Unai. I didn't know I had a beef with the Aston Villa fans. What's going on? Because they've been yapping a lot on the TL, and I've been seeing it. But it's funny. Look, who's this? Richard said didn't watch, but I assume Villa won, and obviously he's referring to the fact that Unai Emery stuck around for the handshake last yesterday in the game. Didn't run off down the tunnel like he did when he came to the Emirates. And yeah, obviously, I think that was a bit classless by Unai Emery. Like we saw his post-match interview where he basically tried to say, "Oh, I tried to wait for Arteta, but it was cold, and I just left because he was taking his time with his coaching staff." Like we all saw the footage. That was not the truth. Bro just wanted to get out of there ASAP, and I don't blame him. Obviously, he doesn't really have many good memories at the Emirates. So I understand, but don't be disingenuous about it. And if you ask me, I think it's a sore loser mentality and it's quite disrespectful. So I hope he's embarrassed about that. And I know Arsenal fans will never, ever, ever allow him to forget that. So shame on you, Unai. Shame on you. And shout out Richard for calling this out. Because that one there,
Loud retweet, fam.
technical issues. That one there,
Loud retweet, fam.
yes, sir. And again, look, who's this? Halal Weiler. The Arteta took too long excuse was always just a bad faith argument meant to vilify. Sorry, guys, I can't. The text is a bit small. I might have to enlarge this. The Arteta took too long excuse was just a bad faith argument meant to villainize Arsenal for something everyone else has always done without controversy because it distracts from how good they are. Just like stay humble and crying about boundaries of technical areas. Hey, they don't like this one. They ain't gonna like this one because they are spitting some truth. That one there is a home truth. It's a home truth still. And I just love this because it's calling out the hypocrisy. Like if Unai Emery wanted to stick around to shake Arteta's hand, he could have easily done that. Areola, literally, Arteta was still congratulating his coaching staff, maybe some of the players on the bench, as a lot of managers do. And Areola, he probably wanted to get out of there quickly. He's just gone over to Mikel Arteta, shaking his hand, and kept it moving. It's as simple as that. And if Unai had done that, we wouldn't be here talking about this situation. So listen.
Loud retweet, fam.
So Sam Dean has pointed out, nice stat from the BBC. Arsenal have 2 more points and have scored 4 more goals at this stage of the season than the Invincibles in 2003/2004. And that is a flipping crazy stat. In fact, that deserves a round of applause for the man them because it just goes to show how well we are doing. And of course, we've lost one game this season. We lost one game. No, we lost 2 now. 2 games, obviously, at Anfield to Liverpool and at Villa Park to Aston Villa. So in terms of that record, we ain't beating that this season. But in terms of points, we're actually doing better. So for all of those Arsenal fans that were panicking after the Villa result, throwing their toys out of the pram, just calm down. We're still top of the Premier League. We're still top of the Champions League group, the league phase, and we scored more goals than we did in the Invincible season. So for all of those people saying, "Oh, we don't create enough chances, we're not fluid enough in attack," yes, we can be more fluid. Yes, we can score more goals. Yes, we can create more chances. But give credit to the boys for what they've done so far. And if ever there's a time to just back the team and show your support and play your part in making sure that we get over the line this time, it's now. So Sam Dean, that one there,
Loud retweet, fam.
thank you very much. And I believe this is the last tweet that I have. Can't really see your username, but this person have said, I believe, okay, they're a Man City fan. I think that's KDB in the picture. They've said, referring to Arsenal, they're 7 points clear and we still haven't gone to Anfield, Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford like they have. That's why there's no title race. There are so many games we are probably dropping points at. And listen, man, City fans won't want to hear that. City fans would not want to hear that. Yeah, because when I say it as an Arsenal fan, they tell me, "Oh, football doesn't work like that." Da, 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 da. And there's some truth in that. But I think the Man City fans are starting to realize now when they're going to be going to some of these hard grounds and they're looking at their fixture list and they're like, "Ooh, this is looking a bit scary." And then they go and check Arsenal's fixture list, and then we've got some comfortable home games. They're going to start thinking, flip here now, mate. Flip here now. You know, and that's the truth. We've been to some hard grounds already this season. Defo been to St. James's Park. We got the dub there. Didn't get the dub at Aston Villa. Didn't get the dub at Anfield. But somehow we still find ourselves 7 points clear at the top of the table. You know, obviously City still have to play Chelsea today. But that's, again, points on the board are more important than games in hand. You know, I do think City are probably going to win. No Caicedo. I think Cucurella is a doubt as well for that game. So, and they have no manager right now. So it should be, comfortable 3 points for Man City. But listen, man, you never know in this game of football. You know, so I think Man City, the big blue sharks, I think they're starting to panic a little bit right now. I low-key think they're starting to panic. Heartbeats racing, you know. But listen, we're only halfway through. There's still so many games left to play. Just because we've been to these hard grounds doesn't mean that we're 100% going to win the rest of the games that are coming up. But I think we're looking much better than we did last season. And yeah, I'm proud of the boys. I think the team deserves a massive round of applause for making my weekend, putting a big smile on my face. And yeah, guys, that has been the Loud Retweet Show.
Loud retweet, fam.
Listen, so hopefully I'm going to be doing this show a couple times a week. You know, if you guys want more, you know, just let me know. Drop a comment, subscribe, like, hype. I don't even know what the hype thing is now, but hype, you know, hype the video, show some love. Follow me on all social medias. I'm active on TikTok. I'm active on Instagram. I'm active on pretty much everything. So yeah, check me out. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Love.
It's what the world been missing right here.